Are we ready for the AI Utopia? Hello, Tony here from TECARVR. Here's a wild number for you. Goldman Sachs estimates that AI could impact the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs worldwide. For some, that sounds like a dream come true. A world without pointless work, poverty, or struggle. They call it a post-scarcity society, where the cost of everything plummets because AI and robots can do it all, from managing global supply chains to taking care of our grandparents. In this world, we'd be supported by a universal basic income, freeing us up to finally pursue our passions, creativity, and maybe just relax. But for others, that number is terrifying. It's the start of a future where we've made ourselves obsolete, sparking mass unemployment on a scale we've never seen before. A world where our sense of purpose vanishes, and all the wealth flows into the hands of a tiny group of tech elites who own the machines. So, what's the real story here? Are we hurtling towards a paradise built by code, or are we about to engineer our own irrelevance? The answer isn't black and white, and it hinges on the choices we're making right now. The debate around AI isn't some far-off sci-fi thought experiment anymore. It's happening, and it's happening fast. One of the godfathers of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, has been sounding the alarm, warning that tech companies are in a race, pouring billions into AI with a powerful incentive, replacing human workers with cheaper, more efficient automation. He argues they're betting big on AI taking over jobs, driven more by quarterly profits than by any concern for long-term social stability. And this isn't just about factory jobs. A Goldman Sachs report suggests about 2/3 of jobs in the US and Europe are exposed to some degree of AI automation. They estimate about 1/4 of all work tasks could be automated, though for most people, this will mean their job changes rather than disappears entirely. The roles most at risk are actually white-collar professions. Think programmers, accountants, legal assistants, and customer service reps. In fact, a study from the University of Pennsylvania and OpenAI found that higher-income, educated workers are among the most exposed to these changes. What makes this different from past industrial revolutions is the sheer speed. Before, as old jobs vanished, new ones were created. But Hinton and other experts warn this time might be different. AI is advancing so rapidly it could automate entire categories of thinking work, potentially leaving displaced workers with nowhere to go. As Hinton puts it, if an AI gets as smart as a person, any new job they might do could, in theory, also be done by an AI. This has led to speculation about a future with a shrinking need for a human labor force, not because of enlightened social policy, but because there might not be enough work to go around. The question is no longer if this disruption is coming, but how on earth we're going to manage it. So let's say the optimists are right. What does that AI utopia actually look like? The dream goes something like this. We enter a post-scarcity economy. In this world, AI and robotics handle almost all the labor: manufacturing, farming, transport, you name it. This incredible efficiency could dramatically slash the cost of nearly everything. Some economists talk about a zero marginal cost society, a scenario where producing one more of something, whether it's a digital product or a 3D printed tool, costs virtually nothing. Of course, a world where essentials like housing and healthcare are literally free is still speculative, as they rely on physical materials and land. But the core idea is that the concept of work itself would be completely redefined. Freed from the daily grind of working to survive, we could shift our focus from economic output to personal fulfillment, dedicating our time to art, science, community, and family. This isn't pure fantasy. We're already seeing glimpses of this. AI is helping discover new medicines, making farming more sustainable, and delivering personalized education. The ultimate vision is a world where AI helps manage the complex systems of resource allocation, making sure goods and services get to everyone who needs them. It's a future where human potential is finally unshackled from a paycheck, allowing us to pursue our passions, not just our professions. Now, to the other side of the coin, the dystopian reality. But for every sunny utopian vision, there's a dark dystopian shadow. What if we mess this up? The most immediate danger is mass unemployment and the staggering economic inequality that could follow. Without smart policies to redistribute the immense wealth AI generates, it could all end up in the hands of the corporations and billionaires who own the code. Geoffrey Hinton has warned about this, arguing that if the benefits of productivity gains flow only to the rich, while millions lose their jobs, society could become dangerously unstable. After all, if no one has an income, who's going to buy all the products these automated companies are making? Beyond the economic chaos lies a deep existential crisis. For centuries, our jobs have given many of us a sense of identity and purpose. If that's gone, what fills the void? A world without the need to work could be freeing for some, but it might lead to widespread aimlessness and despair for others. And then there are the ethical nightmares. Hinton and other experts have raised serious concerns about autonomous weapons. They warn that AI could make it politically easier for wealthy nations to wage war, since they wouldn't be risking the lives of their own soldiers, shifting the human cost entirely onto those without access to such advanced technology. As we rely more on AI for daily decisions, we also risk losing our autonomy and critical thinking skills. Are we building a helpful tool, or are we accidentally writing the code for our own obsolescence? If you're finding this breakdown of our AI future insightful, take a second to subscribe. Chat to TECARVR. We unpack these huge topics every week to help you understand the forces that are reshaping our world. The proposed solution. The great UBI debate. Faced with these enormous challenges, one powerful idea keeps coming up as a potential solution: universal basic income, or UBI. The concept is pretty simple: regular cash payments given to all citizens, no strings attached. Big names in the AI world, like Sam Altman and Elon Musk, see UBI as a necessary safety net for an automated future. If AI eliminates millions of jobs, UBI could provide a floor for everyone, covering basic needs like food and housing. Numerous cash transfer experiments have been run around the world, from Finland to Kenya to cities across the US, each giving us clues. One of the most famous US pilots was in Stockton, California, which provided $500 a month to 125 residents for 2 years. The results were fascinating. People spent the money on essentials like food and rent, and they reported lower levels of anxiety and depression. And contrary to the popular fear that people would just stop working, the Stockton study found that recipients were actually more likely to find full-time jobs than those in the control group. The stability gave them the breathing room to look for better work instead of being stuck in low-wage gigs. However, UBI is no silver bullet. The results from different pilots are mixed. For instance, a large-scale study in the US backed by OpenAI's Sam Altman found that $1,000 a month led to only a slight decrease in hours worked, which people used for family and leisure. While many studies show improvements in well-being, the long-term effects on employment and mental health are still hotly debated. Critics also point to the staggering cost of a nationwide UBI program and argue it doesn't solve deeper issues like the quality of jobs or access to health care. So the question remains: is UBI the foundation of our AI utopia, or just an expensive patch on a broken system? So here we are, standing at a massive fork in the road. On one side, there's the promise of a post-scarcity utopia, a world of abundance and freedom our ancestors could never have imagined. On the other, the very real risk of mass unemployment, existential despair, and a society split between a tiny, super-rich tech elite and a vast, purposeless majority. The technology itself, artificial intelligence, is neutral. It's a tool, arguably the most powerful one we've ever created. But its impact will come down to how we choose to use it. Moving forward will require more than just technological genius. It's going to demand social and political courage. Policies like universal basic income, massive investments in education, and smart regulations to ensure AI's benefits are shared fairly will be absolutely critical. As Geoffrey Hinton says, trying to predict AI's long-term impact is like driving in fog. We can only see a short way ahead. But the direction we're steering in today will absolutely determine where we end up. The tools to build a better world are in our hands. The question is whether we have the collective wisdom to use them right. So I'll ask you, are we really ready for the AI utopia? And what do you think we need to do to build a future that works for everyone, not just a select few? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.